Hello and welcome back to another vlog. I am Tish. I am a career mom, a wife, and a lady that is trying her best every day as a leader to be the very best in every room that I enter. On my channel, I love to connect with women like you and men who are passionate about doing the things in their lives well. I love anything lifestyle, whether that is shopping, sharing outfits of the day, and just everyday happenings, whether that is going to work or spending time with family or spending time with myself. I am starting this vlog off headed to the office. I'll share my outfit, and yeah, I've been trying to get these vlogs up and going. It's hard. I graduated with my PhD back in May, and it seems like my mind, I was so excited. I tried to be as consistent as possible, but after I walked across that stage, I kind of had to stop. And so I am now well into the summer and learning to participate in joy activities. That's one of the things that I want to do today when things slow down, is to write out my dopamine or my joy list. And I hope that I can encourage you to do the same thing. I am wanting to do more things that are intentional, that really just bring me joy. It may not have a purpose. It may not result in profit. But if it brings me joy, that's what I want to have a part in this summer so that I can take those habits on with me throughout the rest of the year. Enough of the yapping. Before I go to the next clip, I want you to go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. And welcome. Welcome, friend. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Coffee today. One of my graduation presents to myself was an iPad, and I don't know if you can't see it. Well, I guess you can. I got it in pink, so I gifted myself an iPad, and I got the Apple Pencil, and I love it. I questioned everybody in my household has an iPad, and at the time I'm like, I don't see the point in getting one. I just don't understand why I would need an iPad if I have my laptop. Post school, now I have time to do other things, and I am loving my iPad. So I do take this with me, and I carried my bog bag. I love the bog bag. Isn't the most professional look because of the rubber texture? No. This is the medium size, and I think for probably everybody else, this is fine. Some of my jewels came off, but it seems like I need one that's just a little bit more wider. And I think that's just what I need, just to, and I'll probably complain and say that I can't fill that up to capacity. But see, because I can't get that extra space, some of my things stick out at the top. But I prefer this bag over the others that I have. Okay, I'm packed up. I'm gonna grab my water container, protein shake, and I think I'm gonna make a coffee before I head out. All right, what I'm wearing to the office today is this blue and white wrap dress. It has an A-line bottom. And did you see that? Yeah, like the bottom. And for the shoes, I have these nude flats. I love I love these. So far, they're comfortable. This is my first time wearing these. So we shall see after all the walking today. But yeah, that's what I'm wearing to the office. It's gonna get like 87 degrees. So this should be breathable. And I think I already told you that whenever I wear my B Spartina necklace, I pair it with my E Newton. So I would like to find a gold herringbone necklace. And if you are from the 80s and 90s, maybe even early 2000s, you know what a herringbone necklace is. But I would like a herringbone necklace and even a, trying to think of the name of the link necklace, but I may have to go to a pawn shop to get that. I just need to find the time to go. But yeah, if you know where I can find a herringbone necklace and even a bracelet, I would even get myself one and my husband one. We are from that era. All right, time to go to work. And I finally got rid of my graduation nails, and I did these. It has like a really small blue and orange line with some gold foil. I don't know if you can really see it, but graduation nails are officially gone. I love to start my work day or work week off with getting my car washed. I did not go to work yesterday because I was in excruciating pain. And the pain caused me to just not feel good. I was feeling nauseous and I was feeling bad. So I would have gotten my car washed on yesterday, but I only had the energy to drive myself to the doctor. That's it. So now that I am ready for the day to start and me do all of the things, I'm getting my car washed. needed to hurry up and pack my things and get ready to head to the evening meeting. I have a meeting with moms. That's over an organization that my youngest is a part of. So that's what I'm getting ready to go to now. And I'm going to go home this evening. And I have a muscle relaxer to take. And I need it. That is the plan tonight. And I'm going to try to do some computer work depending on how my body responds to this medicine. Work day is over. It was a work day, and I had some pretty good meetings this afternoon that, you know, I'm blessed to have been a part of. All right, that's it for right now. I don't have anything else to say. I'm tired, and usually when I get to feeling like this, it's either I am hormonal or about to be hormonal, and throw in a little bit of burnout in there as well. But life must go on. Not be right if I only shared like the happy high notes and that everything is so wonderful. I feel great all the time. I'm always positive. But I feel like I would be lying to you and myself to turn on the camera as intended to be authentic and relatable and put on a smile and act like life really doesn't happen. So when I share that there may be burnout, there may be hormones playing a part, I'm not feeling the best, I don't have anything to talk about, yada yada yada, I'm not doing that because misery loves company, and I want you to be just as, you know, down in the moment like I am. I know that you go through different emotions, and I know that times are harder than some. I know that you have joyous times. I just want to be my true self when I turn this camera on. I want to share the real happenings of the day when I remember to turn the camera on. So I am now pulling into the parking lot. I've already had a mom to text me and ask me, was I coming to the meeting? Of course I'm coming to the meeting, girl. I had to go to the pharmacy to get my medicine and my daughter's medicine, and boy, everybody needed to get something from the pharmacy this afternoon from work, so I had to wait longer than normal. I think I'm parking right. It is Thursday. It's the next day. I think the last time I talked to you in the last clip, I was headed to an organization meeting that my daughter is in, putting on lipstick because I'm getting ready to head to the office. I went to that meeting. It lasted maybe an hour and a half. Came home to do all the evening routines, took my meds, and went to bed. Today, again, and I'm using you. I didn't want to go bold with the lip, but I misplaced my unimpressed by the lip bar. This is Boss Lady, by the way. This is Boss Lady, and it could be a reason why I misplaced the unimpressed, because it's kind of like a muted red or a muted pink. I probably needed to go bold today. All right, let me get my phone. I'm sure it's work. I am now headed to a meeting downtown that I was invited to. It's a lunch and learn, and usually around lunchtime there are meetings here at my facility, but because it is fairly slow, I can break away and go. I like to do this to represent my place of employment and to also be present and learn about local community providers. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. It is a work day, and I am doing what I do usually when I start my work week. I go to the automatic car wash and I toss all of the trash that has been accumulated over the weekend, and then I head on to the office. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. I believe that the summer degrees are now upon us because it is early in the morning and it is already 82 degrees. I think we're supposed to get up to 90. This is like the start of what's going to be a rough summer. Rough, not in devastating, but our Arkansas Delta heat can get in the 3 digits easily. Okay, so this is concerning. I am headed and I see detectives blocking the streets off. Okay, don't know what that's about, but hold on. Let me call you back. Earlier, when I was headed to the car wash, I noticed that there were some unmarked vehicles blocking the street. So I called my husband and said, hey, is there something I need to be aware of? And he notified me that one of the local high schools is performing an active shooter drill and I think emergency measures today. So they were getting prepared for that. So it was a non-emergency situation. So that was really good to know, right? I'm like, wait a minute. Let us know what is happening. So I'm getting ready to go back in that same area. And they're just blocking that street off, I think, for emergency vehicles to be able to go through and perform the drills. And everyone is just having to take a detour and go around. So that is good. Here in my area, one of the school districts is year-round. So the students are still at school. I'm not completely opposed to the year-round concept because what I have seen, there are several breaks throughout the school year for students and staff, which I think is needed. I think it's needed. Yeah, so I'm not too far from work. I hope that you're having a great day. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like this video. This is just going to be a regular day in the life. I'm going to work. I'm doing the things. I also have a board meeting this evening. And yeah, I mean, doesn't that sound so exciting? All right. Don't forget to talk to me down in the comment area. Let's head into the office for real now. right, the work day is over. Oh gosh, I am now headed to a board meeting, and I'm trying my best to not wait to the very last minute to leave work to head to after meeting work commitments. And y'all, remember earlier, and I know that I have to wait till my air gets going, I was telling you that it was 80 degrees in the morning, and it is now, my car is reading 100 degrees. I'm sure it's going to go down maybe two or 3 degrees, but my gosh, this southern heat has made its way to us. It has been so good to have like those mild summer days, and where the night gets a little cool and you feel a little breeze. But oh my gosh, now if you live in the South, you understand that our heat is like no other. It's never like a dry heat. That humidity gets so thick and you immediately feel sticky as soon as you come into the elements. So this is a taste of what's to come. I'm so glad that I did wear like this flowy shirt, because I was going to put on a long sleeve shirt. I even thought about a blazer. I think I'm just gonna have to hang these blazers up unless we're doing something at nighttime. But as we get into later July and late June, late June, later July, nothing with sleeves is going to make anybody happy unless you're working in a freezer. Now, I do get office work. Sometimes our office gets a little chilly, but you know, I do a lot of walking around on most days, and I just need to be mindful and make sure that I have quite a few sheer tops or breathable outfits to wear so that I don't spaz out or crash out, as the kids are saying these days. I have just now, meaning maybe a month ago, just now have gotten comfortable with wearing my arms out. I know that may be a weird thing, but that all goes with confidence. I just always felt self-conscious about my arms, because even when I was in high school, and of course I was fit, I was on the pep team, I worked out every day, was not, you know, considered overweight or oversized, but I've always had big arms, and I don't know what kind of definition I can give you for big arms, but even male students would say, you know, have you been lifting weights? I've just always had like a meaty arm. And you got to be careful what you say to people, because that stood in my mind with my arms. And I was always fit, always in shape. And then when I went to college, I tried out for our college dance team, and that was a rigorous workout, and I was I was in shape, the best shape of my life. And of course, you know, our outfits were very tiny, and I was still self-conscious about my arms, all from what was said in high school. Hold on, this is my good girlfriend. I need to chat with her before I head into this meeting. Talk to you in a little bit. And remember what we were talking about. We were talking about arms. All right, we are almost 2 hours later. I did the board meeting, and on my way out of the board meeting, there was a chapter meeting for it was an alumni chapter meeting. So I said, you know what, I have time, I have a little bit more time than what I typically have. I jumped into the alumni meeting so that I can become more active there. Now I am headed to see if I can pick up my daughter's prescription, and I'm going to head home. I have a few things that I need to get done personally on the computer, and I also want to get in my planner, because I've not been in my planner for about 2 weeks. I'm kind of like feeling my mojo coming back, because it wasn't there. I was exhausted from all of the happenings in April and May, and yeah, gonna do that, shower, eat, and find out what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. It also even feels good to pick the camera back up and spend some time with you all. I know that I have not showed you much, which, I mean, it's hard when the day is super busy, and to stay focused on one particular task during the day, it's difficult. I'm just gonna be honest and tell you it's difficult. I create a to-do list. Luckily, I'm able to do 90% of my to-do list, but the amount of neglecting one or two things to get something done is like a regular thing. That's like my normal. If you don't know, I do work in hospitality, and hospitality is not, you know, you can have a routine, you can have you can have a process to do the things that you need to do to get it done. But when you're dealing with people, all kinds of things can throw you off of your game. All right, I am here at the pharmacy. Let me get my baby's medicine, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. I am now home, but what I did forget to show you all is my outfit of the day. So let's see if I can do it. The lighting may not be that great because one half of the room is dark and I'm operating off of this lamp. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this is a repeat outfit because of the weather today, the 90+ degree. You can't see. Let me, hold on. Don't know if this is better because you can't even see the detail in it, but this shirt is sheer and flowy. I love shirts that have the bows. My dog is right here, so she's going to be hitting the tripod. But I love tops that have the neck tie. These sleeves have this cute little ruffle pom-pom effect, and have my black Tory Burch belt. Black slacks. I'm not going to be able to bend down because the dog is in my way, but I have these flats, these nude flats that I needed to wear because I was on my feet quite a bit today. It's not working. Earrings, I have these simple gold hoops, no necklace, my everyday bracelets, my everyday jewelry pretty much. This never really changes because it's easy to throw on my everyday because it pretty much goes with everything. And even if it doesn't go with everything, I still put it on. That's the outfit. It is the end of the day. My daughter wants to play a game, and it's called, let me see the box. So before I try to pull out my computer and do something for me and to continuously work, I'm going to eat dinner. My husband is making dinner, and we're going to play this game. It's called Make It Quick. Watching this video, I can't tell you anything about this game other than it just says quickest brain wins the game. You press a button. This is what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. The instructions say a player is knocked out of the round when they cannot name something relevant to the current category that begins with the letter. Okay, so let me see oh, you gotta put the letters on there? Let me see the.
They don't have any batteries,
so this is what we're working with. She says she saw it on TikTok.
You get the card.
So we get a card. So I guess how do
you press down and then just.
Okay. So you get a card, And if you've played this game before, let me know what the gist is. So this one has song titles on it.
I guess you choose.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you choose.
How do you know if the song title is correct?
No, it's like a song title of the song, and so like.
Where are the answers?
There are no answers.
Oh, there are no answers.
Because it's unlimited.
So I guess here's one that says things you can drive or ride.
And then you say like
so I'm
a train.
Assuming either you. We don't know.
You press it down once you get your answer. So like a train.
But how do you know? Does it spin?
No.
How do you know?
That's
you just
the timer.
You just choose whatever letter.
Yeah. So look, if me and you are playing, I would say train. Train. And then I think I press this, and then you would say car, and then we go into all our letters are out.
Each player.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you know who's out? Because the timer will...
Yeah, if your timer goes off on you, but you have like 14 seconds, I think that's what it said.
We don't know. Here's the card.
Or you just do the key, I think.
We don't know. But that's fine to just press them down. But that's what we're going to attempt at playing tonight before we go into our own little areas. All right. I haven't planned in a while, and every time I get on the camera, my dog comes by, so you may see her. But this is my daily planner. I haven't used it all year long because, and I showed this in a vlog or so ago, but I have a weekly planner that I've created for myself, and I have been loving it, and it has really worked for me. So, but I'm wanting to try the daily planner because I am a part of various organizations, and I can't put everything that I need to put, at least I think, into my weekly planner. Let me find you a page. Let me find your page. So, I start off at the beginning of the year, or like in December, and I write down all of my goals for the year. Then I have routine checklists, and I build everything off of my goals. And I'm just telling you about my weekly planner right now. Then for each month, let me go to an empty month. And I spilled water on this. So for an empty month, here's July. As you can see, I have a month at a glance, and this is in the weekly planner, a month at a glance, where I go ahead and pre-fill dates that I already know that are going to occur. You know, I'll even do some paydays, speaking engagements, if it's volleyball practice or anything, I'm going to put there. And if I want to launch something or have something done by, I put it on my monthly calendar. And then here are the weekly pages. So I have the week's goals, and these all stem from my main goals for the year. This is my way of trying to tackle the big things in small pieces. So I have the weekly goals right here, and then from here, I love these prompts, you can see, and this is what I fill out every Sunday, Monday, sometimes Tuesday. And I give myself a challenge for the week, and then there's a little space for the reflections for the past week, any lessons that I've learned, any wins that were won. I put it here so that I can know that something did come out of the week, whether it was a lesson or a win. And I have a space for new ideas that I can jot down, because these may be something that I can implement into my tasks or for the next weeks or so. And then intention. So this is like an overview of the entire week, and I've been using this system for almost, I want to say almost a year, but this worked because I didn't have time to do my full daily planning like I did while I was in school. So I'm still going to use this, And I am going to dust off my daily planner. And I have not used this in a while. The pages that I created in here that I am going to keep, and I'll show you what I replaced. First of all, oh, no good. So I had my, because last time I used it was in 2024. I have my 2024 year at a glance, and then I have the 2025 year at a glance. And the pages that I am going to keep in here are my quarterly plan pages. Let me find Q3 because it is now time for me to plan Q3. But I also have the Q1 through 4 in the weekly planner. So I'm just going to transfer the information into that planner onto this one. And you can see that I stopped using this last year because it still has 2023. And then I also have months goals, but I'm going to keep these sheets in my daily planner. I also have in here monthly business planner pages that has prompts so that I can track the month. And I have not been doing these like I should, but now is the time. So I'm going to keep those 3 beginner pages of the months in here. And the inserts that I created also have a sheet for, you're shaking because my dog is saying hello. Have the months sheets right here, and then a month at a glance. I love month at a glance because you can look out ahead of time. And then on the side of my month at a glance, I tried to position the lines here to where they're like top 3 goals for that week. And all I have to do is just transfer the goals from my weekly planner to here. Could I do all of this digitally? Yes, I could. But I love a paper planner. Maybe it's the millennial in me, but I love a good paper planner. And then these were the sheets that I used to plan the days. I love to write things down. I love to cross the things down. So, was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, and I went by the stationery section or the planner section, and they had 40% off. So I saw this. Usually I don't like to buy pre-made sets. I love to make sets because I'm just a creative, and I just love to be able to create. But I saw this and said, you know what, instead of me spending the time to recreate the wheel, let me go ahead and get some pre-made sheets. Am I absolutely crazy about the design? No, I'm not. But it has what I need, and I'm going to try it out. So it's like cherries and bows, the coquette theme. Nobody is going to be looking in my planner but me, and it's pretty enough. It's not too kitty to where I will not use it. So I'm going to take out the sheets in my planner, replace it with these, and I'm going to try to plan. Now I'm not going to start in the middle of the week. I am going to start next week when I sit down to have my planning session. I say that, and then I'll turn around and do the opposite of what I said. And I am going to see how I like this. I'm going to start with June, because that's the month that we're in. At least I hope that's when you're watching this, is in June. And then if the system is working for me, then I'll be able to roll that on over and use the beginning months pages next year and already have them and not have to make them. So that is what I plan to do. I'm saying all of this to say I'm going to try to get back into my daily planner and use this more in addition to my weekly planner. That was my goal. That's my goal tonight, is to switch everything over tonight. And yeah, then I'm going to spend time with the kid and try to learn this game. Y'all, that is it. She is waiting for me to stop talking to you because she wants to turn the television back on. As you can see, Charlie is also wanting me to be quiet so that she can do her thing. I appreciate you so much for watching this video and to listen to me yap throughout the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and talk to me down in the comment area. Until the next video, have a great day.